Hello everyone, Phoenix61 here with your Legend Shenanigans for the day. We are in the Picardie. This was a campaign ship from this past year, right? One of these updates, right? So, it's a fun ship. I don't think it's anything like crazy, not a must-have, right? So if you didn't get it, it's not a big deal. But it is fun to build into the secondary batteries on this, and so that is what I have done. It has you do get a main battery reload, which is nice. Then you also get the sort of the secondary targeting alternate run, right? Like it's got the red highlight around it instead of the green, which I think it just means like the stats are just slightly different than the other one. I don't know why. I don't know why there's two. Right? You could just make it last longer or whatever, like, right? Just do it like sonars are different. Like sonars have different ranges and durations. Like, yeah, but anyway. Yeah, fun ship. We'll go out on the flank. I kind of hate the shrunk down version of this map, but that's fine. We'll take some shots at the Sims. Lots of guns, right? French battleship. It's got all the quad turrets, right? And we are firing HE. So that is perfect. And then, yes, he is in range of our secondaries, so we tripped the secondary battery booster as well. I'm not sure how we must have got early warning for these torps from the destroyers on my team spotting these. I feel like these got spotted a little bit pretty quickly, right? Yeah, they didn't even reach us, so we're good there. And we're just gonna start angling away from this New Orleans while he pushes up. So I did switch to AP since he looked like he was going to give us some angle there for a little bit. But it looks like he's actually slowing down now. But we'll keep the guns on this side and go for him if he allows it. And then secondaries are in range of a couple other targets here, so that's working out for us quite well. And there we go, nice angled broadside cruiser. Looked like he was turning away, so I aimed a little bit high there. We get a little bit out of it, a little bit disappointing. But yeah, he was turning away, so I thought aiming higher would work out, but I guess, yeah. We'll blame RNG. It's never my fault, right? Never my fault when I can't aim. But yeah, he's getting a little sick of the secondary fire on him as well, so I'm sure that's part of why he's turning away. Looks like he's trying to make it for the smoke screen that his destroyer set, so take another salvo here. And we get a lot more hits, but he still survived, I guess. Like, I'm not sure how that worked out. Yeah, he's got a sliver of health left. And we are kind of keeping these destroyers at bay as well here, which is kind of nice. See if we can get this New Orleans here. I did prioritize secondaries for that ship just to try and get him off the board. That's what that little A symbol is there, right? But we managed to finish him with the mains. So first blood for us there. And then, yep, still quite a lot of ships in the area here. We'll use our heal since we've still got 3 left. We'll use main guns on this Indianapolis here. And then, yep, I am going backwards. Right, like there's a lot of stuff in this, right, in this area. Lots of potential for torpedoes. So I'm like, you know what, I've got a good amount of health for the time being, but like I really want an escape plan, right? So I'm fine with backing into this zone if time allows it. But we've got a Lexington spotted, several destroyers, plus a cruiser. There was an Indianapolis over here as well. So we're gonna start doing quadruple, like, you know, triple duty here on all of these ships as they get spotted by either us or the destroyers here. So just kind of watch what unfolds. Some of this is going to be just dumb luck, but like, right, we're in just the right place at the right time with the right ship, right? So we'll hold off on the damage con. We'll try not to put the fire out since we know there's potential for torpedoes, but this is kind of what I was saying, right? We could, you know, we're moving backwards, and so this makes for an easy escape, right? But we are gonna take the rear 2 turrets to kill the aircraft carrier. The secondaries finish off the Indianapolis. There goes the Kyrios. There's our double strike medal. And then the Northern Dragon, we need a triple strike medal, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we need this. That could have been triple right there. We now have all 4 kills for our team's kills, right? So we'll continue our defensive maneuver here because, yes, we are still getting lower and lower on health as time allows it here. We'll use another heal. These work pretty great. And we'll take shots at whatever makes the most sense here, right? Connecticut's giving me the most angle, though I don't think this does that great at that kind of range. So you could argue it would have been better to fire at this Bismarck, but we did not. We were getting plenty of secondary hits on him. We'll try and prioritize the destroyer for the secondaries. I don't think he's in range yet. Couldn't remember exactly what our secondary range is. I think it might be a solid 11. But like that way, at least if he gets spotted again, the secondary battery will switch to shooting him instead of whatever's closest, basically. So that's why you would do that, right? I'd rather get rid of the destroyers if that's possible. So that's why we're doing that. Bismarck's getting low on health here. See if we need one more kill for a Kraken, but there's quite a few ships shooting this guy. Plus he's getting torpedoes here, so gets a decent chunk out of us there. And yeah, Schonberg's going to get him with torpedoes.
Fire alarm. The flames of turmoil lick at our elegance.
And Connecticut is low. But I'm desperate for one more kill here. We'll give it a shot. Looks like he might have used a heal or something. Yeah, not quite enough damage there. And then, yep, the Dutch cruiser finishes him. See if I can get into this zone by going backwards here before it gets capped. Nope, not going to make it in time. Agatsuki, can we get the kill here? Can we get one more for a Kraken? Nope, lightning got him. And the other, there's one last destroyer here. Right, like that would have been, like 2 or 3 more kills, right? We could have had a 6-pack here. But yeah, we're going to have all the zones capped. And I'm keeping it going back, right? It's kind of like, I just need somebody to spot him, and then hopefully we can cheese the kill, but I think he was low on health too. Yeah, Z23. I'm just being like funny here. Like someone will like highlight the zone where the ship was last spotted, and I'm just in my brain, I'm like eye rolling, and I'm like, no kidding, he's right there. We all just saw him, right? So, like, how about over here? How about all the way to the other side of the map? All right, we'll start moving forward here. Head that direction. Right, I just need somebody to spot him, and then we'll take our shots. Oh no, he does have a good chunk of health here. So these 2 middle turrets on this ship looks like they can turn 360, which is nice too. So we'll have three out of 4 turrets being able to shoot him. Part of me was like, how long should I wait here before firing my guns, right? Like, do I wait a little bit to see if like I can get him down lower on health? But yeah, we got another fist there, and my shot was we didn't lead him enough, right? But we'll take a look at the leaderboard. That was a pretty hefty stomp of a game, but we got so many medals, and the triple kill there was a ton of fun, so I wanted to put this game out on YouTube just because of it, the entertainment factor, right? 2200 XP does put us at the top. See what our credit earnings are. I'll go through the commander build as well. I think I do have a collaboration commander on this thing, but yeah, this is full-blown secondary build like I like to build them. So secondary mod there, propulsion mod's my preference, concealment mod for slot 3. If you guys watch my channel, you know how this goes from most of my builds, right? And then I was, at the time when I recorded this, I was like, I got all excited, like, I should put the epic mod on here. But I was using the ship quite a bit too, but not so much these days. So yeah, Michael Letier, if I'm saying that right, is the commander. I think he was from like a pirate collaboration the last year or two, right? So his base trait is secondary shell damage, which is kind of nice, which I think actually, you know, the secondaries on Picardie are big enough to cause damage on a lot of stuff, whereas, you know, something like Flander isn't really quite that powerful. But Bronze on Hipper is your must for inspirations on any secondary build, and then I'm using Haruna, but use who you have there. Obviously, whatever your playstyle or preference is and who you've got, it's going to make a difference there. And then Porcupine, and then the nice thing with this commander is Properly Meticulous is in the third row, so I get to double down on perks that I like. We'll use Properly Meticulous here, and then we'll use Master Mechanic for row 4 here. So this is a great commander for secondary builds, in my opinion, like how I like to build them out, because normally that Properly Meticulous is in that last row, and so you have to choose between it or Master Mechanic, right? And then, I don't know, all of these legendary perks are good ideas, right? I was using Fight Fire with Fire at the time, but running with Scissors is always fun, and Will to Rebuild, if in the right circumstances, can be huge as well. That's going to be our video for the day. I know that was a little bit of a quick one for me, but thanks for hanging out, and thanks for watching, guys. Special thanks to members as always. I know I don't always remember to throw you guys' names up here, but do appreciate you. These are the folks that are helping support the channel. If you're interested in that, check out the member section on my YouTube page, obviously. But subscribing is always free, so my icon pops up down in the bottom right. Check me out there. Click on it there to subscribe and check out my other videos. I try to do a Legends video every day, so there is just loads and loads and loads and tons of content out there for this game from me. So enjoy, right? And then keep an eye out for me on live stream as well. Thanks again, everybody.